Good afternoon from London. So just gone through that European cash market close where we finished in pretty firm positive territory today, up around 2% for most of the indices there, although slight underperformance seen in the FTSE. In terms of news out of Europe though, we've seen from an EU source that a new Greek haircut for private investors between 30 to 50% may be considered, and that's versus a 21% agreed during the July 21st agreement. And also from an EU source, we saw that the EBA may be likely to consider 9% core tier 1 capital ratio, pass mark for assessing capital needs, and also may apply the same rules for capital ratios as in the July bank stress tests. Now, in other news out of Europe, we saw that the German Union for Air Traffic Controllers have agreed a deal with their workers. And we also saw comments from Slovak opposition parties. They said that it's likely they're going to agree an EFSF expansion vote on Friday. So we saw the leader of the main opposition party, Fico, say that that's also the case. He said on television that they'd agree the EFSF expansion by Friday. So that's looking more and more likely. Now, in terms of the US, there's not been that much news flow today. However, we are trading in positive territory in the stock markets. In terms of the dollar index, that's been down over 1% today, which has boosted markets such as the euro dollar and cable. The euro dollar up around 150 pips, trading around 138. So it's at its sort of 1 month high against the dollar there. And in terms of the crude futures, we've seen Brent crude future trading in minor positive territory, and WTI crude futures trade in minor negative, and that's ahead of the API numbers tonight and also the DOE numbers tomorrow, which are forecast to show a slight build there. So we're seeing a slight move down in anticipation of those numbers. But in terms of news flow, that's about it for today. However, later on we do have the FOMC minutes, so that's at 7 o'clock London time. So that's largely anticipated by much of the market. So we may see a fairly muted market until these minutes. But for now, that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of the session.